Morning, folks. How we doing? Back here again with Amberlynn Reed. This one's called Wow! You won't believe this. Opening 27 packages. Do you know what? I can believe this because last time she opened like 27 as well. I'm so pumped for this. I haven't done Amberlynn in what feels like forever. I don't know. It just feels like it's been a really long time. Squeaker's here, Chonker's here, Goober's here. We're all here. Everyone's here. Party. It's a party in the Amberlynn Reed household, I guess, maybe this time. What? Hi. Okay, so we're going to get straight into it. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be great fun. I'm sure there's going to be no troll packages. There's going to be no... Actually, you know what? Last time there's no adverts. So maybe there will be this time. Who knows? I know there's another slightly toasted fucking 7-hour fiasco out that I haven't watched yet. I'm really debating if I'm going to or not. But because I know there's 2 Amber videos out. There's this one, then I Almost Died, which is fantastic. What a good title. So I might just do those 2. I don't know. Let's see. 1.25 speed. Let us go.
Hey guys.
Hello.
So we have another P.O. Box unboxing.
Oh, so
I
excited.
just want to start off and just say thank you guys so much.
Oh, God.
There is...
Cool. I don't care.
a lot that we have to get through. And I appreciate every single thing that you guys send me. I'm just overjoyed and I just appreciate you guys so much. So here is my P.O. box. If you guys want to send me anything, and please, nothing food related. I want no food or anything like that. So that is the only disclaimer that I have for you guys. So
no food, please. Nothing food related as well. So I wonder how long that's going to stick, because I guarantee there's going to be food related shit here and she's not going to complain about it.
let's get into it. So
also, to go back to this one more time, no food. Okay, why? We were doing the no food thing when she claimed that she had binge eating disorder. So why no food? Like that doesn't make sense, because like originally it's like, well, I have binge eating disorder, so if you send me food, it will trigger a binge. I will be triggered to eat it. That will trigger me to binge on it. But now we don't have binge eating disorder. So what's the claim now? What's the claim now for this? Like, there's no reason why they can't send her food. If she doesn't have binging disorder and can apparently like resist the urge to binge.
package. So this is from Lisa, a book called A Nefarious Plot. So
A nefarious plot? Like, I know I can't English good, but holy actual fuck. A nefarious, guys. That is, that's a nefarious nefarious pollute. By Steve Diaz and Nefarious Plute. Fucking outstanding. The last thing was just like she got a pile of perfume and she spent like a minute just listing. It was all these like wee tester balls of perfume and she just spent a minute like listing them each individually. Fantastic. Super pumped.
We have another book. I'm excited to read it. Thank you so much,
do.
Lisa. Here we have a soft.
She never even reads what the books are about anymore. It's just like, I've got a nefarious ploop and I don't know what it's about, but I'm definitely going to read it, even though she like never reads books that aren't about like her, basically.
Their friend is the one who wrote this. Flams.
Are we getting a fucking advert? We getting a fucking advert? Again? Adverts? Really? Fucking seriously. We're not including this. I don't show adverts.
Flams. Ma'am? Flames of Desire by...
Oh yeah, you correct. Flames from Flams, but not Nefarious Plute. Yeah, fantastic. I'm glad we're being consistent here with our fucking grammatical skills.
Justin Fletcher and Sam Armistead. Okay. Supposedly it's like steamy LGBTQ, so I'm super excited. Thank you. Here we have
Did she say steamy because there's like a fireman putting out something in the background? Was that a pun? Was that a heat related pun? Peach Bees? Peach Bees? Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Peach Bees? Slime Shop. All of those are words put together that I want to think about relating to Amberlynn Reed. Well, I guess at least it's not food. Maybe she might eat the slime. I don't fucking know.
Peachy Bees, which I hope I am pronouncing that right.
I don't. I don't. I hope I got it wrong. I hope I got it wrong. For whoever is sending this fucking advertisement to her, I hope I got it wrong.
I think they've sent to me before, but this time we have, oh my god, a whole moment. So we have a squishy, and it's a watermelon.
How could you... Oh, Jesus. My pause game is on point. I don't know if I'm going to include anything the rest. I was about to pause it and say we're not showing this. But we're showing this. Like, we're definitely showing this. Maybe 7 times. Maybe highlighted. Maybe, like, zoomed in on until we disappear into her gaping maw. Beautiful.
Is there a note? Madison, thank you so much. And she got it from the Human Rights Campaign Thank you. This means the world to me. Thank you.
I don't know. Is this an advert for the human rights campaign? God damn those human rights people.
Thank you. Thank you. You guys are honestly amazing. You have no idea how much you guys mean to me. Like,
she's going really hard on the parasocial recently. It's kind of weird. And what's coming here? What's coming here if she's being this weirdly parasocial with everyone suddenly?
the little book of confidence. Cool, calm, and collected.
This shit is so cringe. I'm sorry. I'm very much one of those people that you find confidence in yourself, your actions, your thoughts. You do you. You work on yourself. I find little books, like, you know, little self-help books and stuff like, I don't buy into anything like that. I feel like only you can fix you. You need to work on yourself. Reading these little books for positive affirmations about yourself generally don't help. They just feed like a momentary feeling of like, yay, I've accomplished something because I've done this, and then you just go back to being exactly what you were. If you're the type of person who feels like you need a book like this, I think is probably the last thing that's ever actually going to help you. I've always said Amberlynn actually needs like professional help. She needs to actually like actively go out and work on herself, and a big part of that, in my opinion, is exercising, because exercising does just make you feel better about yourself. It helps you take control of your life. It sets a routine for you. That's the kind of stuff she should be doing. She is not doing any of that. She'd rather get a self-help book to build her confidence, even though she is clearly like an incredibly confident person in herself.
Oh my god, it's a bunch of like quotes.
Quotes especially can fuck right off. I don't mind a good quote. I don't mind a good poem. But like a little book where you open it to give like, here's my motivational quote for the day, and let's see what she pulls.
Flip to one. Which one is calling to me? Have confidence in your first impressions of people. Okay.
It's a fucking terrible one. Why would you go with that one? What we learn only through the ears makes less impression upon our minds than is presented to the trustworthy eye. That's terrible. That's fucking awful. Like, I'm saying, it's kind of like an obtuse way of saying like actions speak louder than words, I assume. But I don't know. It's just actions speak louder than words just works so much better, in my opinion, than that. This is like very fluffy dialogue, very fluffy to like warm your heart and your soul, to be like, oh my god, it gets me. It's that kind of wording I find fucking obnoxious. Have confidence in your first impression of people. Yeah, I don't know how much that's true. Like, my first impression of people is generally pretty fucking negative, or like pretty positive. Like, it can be like one or the other, and it can be entirely fucking wrong. I have totally misjudged people before. It is just life. I think that is stupid.
All right. Next, we have the little book of gratitude.
Oh god, we're not listening to the rest of this shit.
Next is an envelope. Sure. There's no note. Just
oh, beautiful. Nicolas Cage, the Banana Man. I appreciate that immensely. I'm assuming that's probably like assuming. Why did I say it like that? That was weird. Did I usually say assuming? I'm pretty sure I don't. Okay, I think I need a self-help book to get me through this slight break in my persona that I've just, I don't know, it's just changed me as a person. Is this a reference to something that I don't understand in Amberlynn lore? Did she ever talk about having a dream about Nicolas Cage crawling out of a banana?
what's this? Okay, thank you. What is this? What could this possibly be? It feels like silky.
What?
I'm not always soft like the satin sheets I'm moaning. Okay.
Why would you make me think about that in any way? Cringe. Just all kinds of cringe and weird. Because every time, like, when shit like that pops up, I always wonder, like, okay, is this a fan sending it, and they're creepy and weird, and like, I don't know, like they're, why, I don't know, I just find it weird that just like randomly just thinking or talking about Amberlynn having sex, and it's like, hee, oh my god, she's moaning, it's in bed because she does the sex with wifey sometimes, or if it's like a troll thing, and it's just like, what? You know, I don't, is it meant to make her uncomfortable? Is it meant to make us feel uncomfortable? It's just kind of weird. I don't know. I don't get that one at all.
That's another line from one of my poems.
Take it all back, guys. I take it all back. Don't know what. Cream cheese is like a shimmer to an outlet, guys.
Okay. I'm not always soft like the satin sheets I'm moaning. You know what? I'm here for it. Thank you.
It's so bad, like, because okay, straight up, like, I'm sure back when I was young, we had to do poetry, because it's like a mandatory thing in school. I'm sure I wrote poetry. I don't remember it. I find it so weird that she remembers, like, the second she sees it, lines from her own poetry from, what, decade ago? Maybe not, probably not that long, but still, like, the fact that she would remember that, like, I don't know, I just, that's kind of a bit narcissistic. I'm going to go with that. Narcissistic. If you remember your own creative writing from that long ago, that the second you see a line, you like, that's a line that I crafted.
What in God's green?
Okay, so
Let me read the note first.
troll gift then.
If you guys saw what I just saw, which you
didn't.
will, got some stickers. I always love a sticker, as you guys.
Oh, it's a fucking little thingy again. Kurame, or what the fuck her name is. I've seen that everywhere ever since I watched that anime. That's so fucking weird. I wonder what it is, because I thought it was a troll gift, but then these seem like cute little stickers that I'm sure one of her set fans sent. So what was it, a giant like pink dildo or something like that again? Like a fluffy one this time though?
No. So this is from Kelly, who has an Etsy shop. And
oh god, a fucking advert. Oh, Kelly, fuck off.
And she makes plushies. It is at Simply Kelly Boutique.
I literally don't give two fucks about your advert. I hope, if it's not like an Amberlynn plushie, I'm just cutting this entire bit.
You can find her on Etsy or Facebook. Look at what she made. She makes all of this by hand. You guys. Boobs! Boobies!
I just want us all to sit here and have a think about what it was that brought us here today. Where we're seeing this fucking large woman advertising some person's store without disclosing that it's an advert. Again, apparently, where she's holding fake fucking tits up to her already existing tits and screaming boobies. Beautiful.
And
What? What the fuck is this?
what am I seeing right now?
It's a little
I'm
figure.
getting confused.
Why are you confused as a figure? Take it out.
Oh my god, this is actually so cute.
I quite like that. Like 100%, I would have that in my house. Mainly because it's black, and like 80% of my furniture is black, so it'd be well camouflaged. Yeah, okay, I kind of like that. I've skipped a fair bit of this because a lot of it is like her opening individual letters and stuff. And the letters they're painful to watch because it is just like, I got a letter. Oh, it's from John. Oh, John, that was nice. Thank you. And then that's it. Like in the last one, she said, oh, this is from Janet. And Janet, something that you said in there, it hit home. Thank you. And it's like something that you said in there. She's being so vague. You're not doxing the person. You're not revealing personal information. If you say what it was that hit you. Like, it's Janet. There's 42 million Janets in America alone.
It's this person reading. And George literally said in his little note, a reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies. And that's so true.
Well, it's not true for you because you just read stories that are like loosely connected to you over and over again. So it's like you're just reliving like a fantasy version of yourself just over and over and over again. It's not like, yeah, oh, tomorrow I'm on Mars, and then the next day bottom of the ocean fighting squid monsters. Nah, it's just like, yeah, I'm reading a thing about a guy who likes journaling. Sorry, I said guy, dumb me. I mean a girl, a lesbian who likes journaling, who was abused as a child and has put on weight and has ovarian cancer. I don't know why, but I'm really connecting with this story.
Next we have this package here. Is that a
Beanie
baby?
Yeah.
Oh my
100%. It's like the wee Beanie Baby tag, isn't it?
god, the memories.
The memories? Show us the beanie.
Baby.
Show us the beanie.
Oh my god, this is so
Oh, it's a wee sloth.
cute.
Okay.
Wait, I'm in love with this. Beanie Babies were the shit back in the day.
Creepy looking.
It actually.
God, that thing's fucking uncanny. It looks scarier than she fucking does. There doesn't really seem to be a lot of troll gifts. I thought there'd be more troll gifts like this time around. But there really hasn't been. Maybe she's gone into there and she's curated them for once, which probably would make more sense. But I can't recall any like obvious troll gifts apart from like, is Nicolas Cage in a banana? Is that a troll gift? Or is that just like the greatest gift she's received all day?
Oh my god, it's a spoon. The spoon says, I eat insecurities for breakfast. This is another quote from one of my poems.
What the shit? Why is this a recurring thing that people are just sending her weird shit to connect to their fucking poems? Honestly, none of them are topping a cheese board with cream cheese is like a shimmer to an outlet. If I'm still saying that correctly after all that time, you know that's a fucking banger line. I can't remember the fucking, oh god, what is it? I'm not always as soft as the satin sheets I'm moaning. Is that what the other one is? I don't remember what this one is at all. I eat securities for breakfast. I've contradicted myself 3 times in a row. They're outstanding. I don't know what's this like recurring theme, but also this is food related, so she should be upset about this.
I feel like someone. This is all from the same person.
Oh yeah.
Because y'all keep sending me quotes on random objects of poems.
It's because they're all like fitting. Like the cream cheese one was on a cheese board. The satin sheets I'm owning was on like silk sheets or some bullshit like that. And this is on a spout. Like they all seem too fitting. So there seems to be like one very dedicated troll who is like proper going fucking hard at her.
Last but not least, we have this really pretty gold envelope.
Why would you end off with like an envelope? Why would you end off with an envelope? Because like at least you end off with like a package. It's like, oh, I wonder what's in it. But it's an envelope. We know you're just going to be like, this is from John. Thanks. That's it, guys.
You guys are amazing and so sweet and so kind, and I just appreciate all the support always. Even if you're just a silent viewer, you don't comment, you don't nothing, and you're just listening.
Okay, what is with the parasocial shit right now? Like I'm confused. You know, she's going hard on parasocial. There was no troll gifts whatsoever. From what I know, like maybe there's a really subtle troll gift or something like that. Maybe the sloth is something in particular. I don't know, but like I don't think any of them are like obvious, very blatant troll gifts. So either she's like taken out all the troll gifts, or the troll gifts were all fabrications that she had sent to herself. Maybe that's the case, but she's going like not mentioning the haters at all, and instead just being like, oh my god guys, I love you so much, love you guys, oh my god, you guys are my strength and my soul. The really parasocial shit that I find really just weird.
I appreciate it so much. Again, if you guys want to send me anything, here's my P.O. box. Again, no food.
Oh,
I love
my
you
god,
guys.
I love it. She bookends the videos with the P.O. box thing. It's like, yeah, because like once isn't enough. But yeah, that's going to be the video. I'm probably going to mix this in with something else, because like I said, it's not great. Maybe I'm going to mix it with the next Destiny drop. We'll see. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye. Hey there guys, just after the fact, Irishman here. Just so that you know, I've actually worked it out. Obviously, it's to do with the whole Destiny malarkey thing going on right now. She's being as parasocial as possible because she's trying to win everyone over. And yes, I actually realized that that's why we have this next story that's coming up, the I nearly died thing. It's all parasocial. It's her trying to win over people and try and make people act nicer to her again because she's afraid of what Destiny's saying about her. It's kind of became obvious to me once I recorded the next thing, so I thought I'd just mix the two of them together. Morning folks, how are we doing? Since the last video was pretty dire, I think I'm probably just going to merge this one and that one together just to make it a decent length, because yeah, the last one was pretty outstandingly bad. So this one is I Almost Died story time. Now I think I've got something spoiled for me already, because I was doing a live stream on my other channel not too long ago, and I kept having people come up to me and say, oh my god, you nearly killed Amberlynn, and I guessed it was potato related then. So I guess I already know that there's a potato somehow involved in this murder plot. I cannot confirm or deny any involvement of myself or my family.
Hey guys,
hello.
Welcome to a new video. So I have not done story time. It's been a long time.
Okay.
Might be some years. There might be some years. I used to do.
That's good. You are really like scraping the bottom of the barrel though. Is it because of view count? Is this generally going down? So what have we got? Like, what series have we got going on right now? Because we've got like the normal vlog, which is seemingly just kind of disappeared. We have the interview by you thing, which is meant to be a series, but she's only done one of them. We've got the opening P.O. box things, which she is at 2 now, with the first one being pretty fun, the second one being awful. Now we've got story time, and then we've got the whole way-in adventure thing going. So we kind of got like 5 storylines going at once. It's like the Marvel Cinematic Universe going on here. There's like not much through line though, so you need to learn how to like better connect all of it.
Story times, just randomly in my content. I think the best type of content is when you're uploading all sorts of different types of things, not just vlogs. And I have been doing a lot of vlogs lately.
I don't know if I agree with that. Because like your audience are generally there for like one type of content, and if you are just kind of doing like a scattershot approach of like, oh my god, I'm so down on views, what will get me attention here, guys? If you're kind of going in with like that mindset, I don't think it looks overly good. Like when people say this is what we like from you, and then you don't do it, and instead go like, well, I'm going to do a story time because I haven't done one in years. Oh, but then I'm going to do a video entirely on interviews. Like I think we should just stick to something that you know people actually like.
I kind of want to switch it up. And there is something that happened to me about a month ago that I do want to talk to you guys about. It was something that honestly traumatized me pretty bad.
Okay. Why is she pulling like the goofy face there when she says traumatized? Like, has she not learned? Has she not learned? Didn't she say she wasn't gonna do the troll in anything anymore thing where she like exaggerates her like PTSD, her trauma, and everything like that? Didn't she say she was gonna stop doing that, especially because just like Boogie, doing therapy for a few weeks has made her like the most mentally sane person that's ever existed. It doesn't help you when you're now trying to claim that you're traumatized because you choked on potato or some bullshit like that.
I understand that everyone has different experiences. I feel like I need to make this disclaimer. Everyone's trauma is different. Some people have been through worse. Some people have been through better.
Yeah, but the problem is you make out that you have been through like extreme trauma, that you need super special forces for psychologists dealing with you at once level of trauma. Because massive childhood abuse apparently, your brother nearly dying in front of you, all this kind of stuff. But now you're introducing trauma of like, I think you fucking like choked on potato, like I said, that was a spoiler I was given. Like, if you're trying to make out that it's like, well, everyone has different trauma, guys. You can't tell me what my trauma is. It's like, no, what you have told us what your trauma is. That's a problem. And now you're trying to act like you were horrifically traumatized by like a very minor thing,
Some people have been through more, been through less. This isn't a competition. This is just something that
then stop making it a competition.
That really, really scared me, and I'm sure a lot.
Stop making it a competition when you talk about your childhood experiences and all your issues when you were younger. Like, oh my god, guys, I've had such a hard life. You're the one who's trying to make it a competition by trying to make out that you've had a harder life than people.
A lot of other people have gone through as well, but it's not something I've ever gone through or that's ever like happened to me. So it just really scared me and put things into perspective. So if you guys remember in one of my last vlogs, I posted this. I have a story time I have to tell you guys actually.
Remember the way I said that, everyone's like, because she's like, do you guys remember this clip, guys? I called it, like, probably if you go back and watch my reaction to this individual bit, just like my reaction to all the other individual bits where she would say something like this, and I was like, she's just doing this, so eventually she can just point at one of these and go like, see guys, yeah, I told you. Yeah, I'm not making this up. See, here's the proof. I mentioned that something had happened, guys. But she does this every week, sometimes twice a week. So saying, look, I mentioned that something needed to be talked about 2 months ago, that proves that it's real. It's like, it actually doesn't prove it's real because you do it so often.
Something happened to me. It was about a month ago. And I still haven't wholeheartedly been able to process it myself. It was kind of scary.
Oh my god, this is so overly fucking dramatic.
I figured, let's talk about it, because a lot of people have reached out to me just wondering if I'm okay. Yes.
I don't think anyone actually reached out to you thinking you're okay. You seem to have this weird opinion in your head that loads of people really, really like you, but that's just not the case.
Okay. It was just one standalone incident that happened that kind of...
That guys keep reaching out and asking me if I'm okay. Guys, I'm okay. A second ago you were traumatized badly by it, and now you're downplaying it. Where are we on this fucking roller coaster?
So I do that a lot, where I won't eat for hours, and that is kind of bad. I need to get better with that, and I am getting better with that because...
You're the one who shows us that it's like, okay guys, I haven't eaten in hours, guys, I haven't eaten in hours, and then you show us the meal you eat, and it was 300 calories. If you were eating like that, you would be a stick by this point.
With weight loss surgery, my dietitian wants me to eat 6 times a day, and that means right when I wake up.
Yeah, I know. I remember that storyline you did that one time where you showed us you tracking your daily intake of food because you were having to eat 6 times a day. This was 3 months ago at this point, and you ate a total of 800 calories or something like that. I remember that. That totally disappeared off the face of the earth because you have changed diet plan since you're now up to 2,500 calories per day. So, I'm sorry if we can't keep track of your rapidly changing storyline.
Or around that timeline, one of the times it needs to be then. Because when you wait a long time to eat, especially hours and hours, when you finally do eat, some people, they either eat too fast, whatever it may be, and you end up eating too much, blah, blah, blah. So I had woken up that day.
How are you ravenous of an eater is she? Like I said, I know, look at her, I get it. But how ravenous of an eater are you? There's if you don't eat for a few hours, you might just be and just scoff it all down and just eat it way too fast. It's do you know what I think? the vast majority of people can go a few hours without like seeing food and being like an anime character with drool pissing out of their mouth, being like, oh my god, I need food. I think most people can like manage that.
Around 10 a.m. and my first meal wasn't until 7 p.m. I never wait that long, ever.
Sure.
And the only reason why it happened is because we had people over
Sure,
and they weren't hungry, we weren't eating.
What is this? I'm sorry, what is this?
I don't like eating in front of guests. That's just not something I do.
Sure.
So I had wait.
You eat in front of random strangers on YouTube? You used to routinely film yourself eating in restaurants. Well, what are you talking about?
A long time to eat. Finally, when I did eat, this was actually around the time I was still doing takeout just a few times a week, which was approved by my dietitian, and I was still slowly trying to get...
Which is approved by my dietitian? Okay, cool. Like, have you ever followed anything that's actually been approved by a dietitian? Because every time they like introduce a diet plan, you've changed it.
And that day I chose seafood boil. And when I get seafood boil, it has some potatoes.
Oh my god, there is so much unnecessary context here. Because you know when she's telling this story, she's like, okay, what do I say here so that people can't criticize this? Okay, well I'm going to say this here because then people can't say about this. Okay, then I have to say this about this because then it means I'm referring to this, so people can't then talk about this. It's like, bro, you're dancing around. There's like a straight line heading towards the destination of wherever the fuck this is going, and you're dancing all over the place, trying to fucking hit every single side quest along the fucking way, so people won't have anything to shit on you for. But the problem is, by doing this, you have just given people much more shit to target. If this was a 5-minute fucking video, people wouldn't have as much stuff to pick about. But we are like 3.5 minutes into this, and we haven't even got to the trauma.
It comes with like a normal side of rice. There's some shrimp.
Shut up. She's now describing what was on the plate. I did. It's only when I really looked down and thought about that. I was like, we're 3.5 minutes into this, and this could be like a 5-minute story. From like, if you cut out everything before, because everything before this is totally unnecessary. What would we really like? Why is there another 11 minutes here? What the fuck is there going to be for another 11? I realize she likes talking about herself and making up mental illnesses about herself and like trying as hard as possible to make herself like an ooh-woo victim. But like, holy shit, like, does this need another 11 minutes? There's probably going to be a lot of cutting around here.
I hadn't seen her since I was 18, so there was 12 years where I hadn't seen her, and just like
like I said, I don't follow Amberlynn super closely, but that is something I specifically mentioned a while ago, that Amber is so weird when it comes to, because she talks about like her mom, like it's like, oh, the love for my mom will blossom forever, and like the flowers and only get together, and like the reason she doesn't cut her hair is because it reminds her of her mom. All this nonsense stuff to really build a connection between her and her mom. But then it's just like, yeah, the last time I saw my mom was like, 4 years ago when I got cancer, and before that it was 12 years before that. It's like, how close are you if you won't even get on a fucking Greyhound and go and visit her or something like that? It seems so fucking scuffed to me. You didn't miss anything with skipping. She pretty much said she eats a lot and she eats quickly and she doesn't chew and she takes big bites. And it's like, I know. That all sounds like binge eating disorder thing. It's like we're just eating as fast as possible to get as much food into you as possible. That actually sounds like binge eating disorder, but 100% she's not going to be interested in addressing that point.
So I was watching the show and all of a sudden it felt like someone literally...
The dramatic pause. Guys, my trauma is real. Look at me dramatically pause. Stare off into the distance. Oh, God, we're bad. I'm sorry. This would all seem better if it wasn't 5 minutes and 20 seconds before we got to the trauma bit in it. Because you had to include points that, like I said about the mom thing a second ago, that story went nowhere. By the way, she's just mentioning that story went nowhere. Apart from like, me and my mom are the same because I realized that she takes big bites too. And it's like, I don't think big bites is genetic. I don't think big bites and eating fast is a genetic thing. But okay, sure, whatever. And then she was telling us about what TV show she's watching, how good the episode was. Like, could we not have just started the video fucking here?
Took my invisible oxygen cord of life and completely cut it off. They just took it, cut it. I couldn't breathe.
Can you be more dramatic? Yeah, you're choking. Yeah.
On a very big...
Yeah, you were choking. Yeah. Just out of curiosity, guys. Okay. I can't remember when that exact video came out. I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. And I don't know if she watched it. But, like, I don't know, this just reminds me of the scene from The Whale. Like, because choking isn't, like, a super common thing. It's really not, especially, like, an actual, like, bad choke. Like, sometimes it might go down the wrong way, and you're like, and it's, like, immediately dislodged. That's generally how a choke goes. Like, it's very rare to get, like, an actual, solid thing stuck in you, and you're choking away on it. If it's, But I remember the whale very specifically had it, and I wonder if the timeline of when this all happened was around about the time the whale came out, because there's like a really like big choking scene in the whale.
Piece of potato that I literally didn't chew. And I know for a lot of people this is probably humorous.
Yeah, it
There's
is.
probably going to be memes, drawings about it. It gets worse. In my lifetime, I can.
Oh my god, she's like, okay, it gets worse. If she like has shit herself or something like that during this, I'm sorry. Like it feels like she's like, with that bit, she's trying to like tease. Oh my god, guys, trolls! I bet you're gonna love this. It feels like this is more for like the trolls than like for anyone. Like who else would this be for at this point?
Safely say that I have swallowed down the wrong pipe. I have, choked while eating in the sense of like, those types of things. That's not choking. That's not choking. What I went through that day was choking, and Feline saved.
Guys, it's not a competition, guys. It's not a competition. All your minor level choking, that's not choking. I'm going to keep the term choking now. What I experienced was choking. You guys, with your fake choking, plebs, disgusting. Get away from me. Mine, real choking. Good, that's a real good look.
My life. I couldn't breathe. There was not a single piece of air that escaped me.
It's called
I
choking.
couldn't speak. There was no coughing. There was...
Yes, we know. Holy shit. Okay, she watched The Whale, guys.
Nothing was happening. It was terrifying. And when I realized what was happening...
Choking is.
I started hitting on Feline's arm, going like this. She was like confused. She didn't know what to do. I had no way to communicate to her what was happening. I physically couldn't. There was... It literally, like...
Have you guys ever seen someone choke? It is, like, blatantly obvious what it looks like when someone chokes. So, are you, like, trying to just tell us that Feline is just, like, really fucking stupid? Because it's really, really blatantly obvious when someone's choking.
That's literally the best way to describe it, is, like, someone took, like, the cord.
Oh, my Christ. I'm going to skip to her getting to the point.
My body, I started feeling, like, all over my body, just, like, needles were going inside of me. And my vision, I started seeing dots and, like, splotches. And... this is the part that, like,
oh my god, she's trying to be so dramatic. Guys, she felt cold and she's told gonna die, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm sorry, it's so fucking lame. It really is just so fucking lame. This happened apparently months ago at this point. Because even like the flashback thing to whatever that was, weeks ago, a month or two ago, I have no idea how long ago it was. Like I said, she says it so often, I can't even pinpoint it in my head when she said that, because she says it so often. And so this happened ages ago, and she's acting like she is like fucking torn up about it. Bro, if this is gonna like would change your life, wouldn't you have actually like lost any amount of weight? Like any amount of weight? Wouldn't that have changed your relationship with food? But apparently just no.
Literally would have died without her. I lost control.
Unless you like
of my bowels. And
yeah. Okay. Did I not call it, guys? Did I not call it, guys? Yeah. Fantastic. You may have been able to dislodge it from yourself. Like it is possible to dislodge it yourself. Like it's not the easiest thing, but you can dislodge it yourself. I'm kind of curious, like listening to what she describes, like how Feline saved her. I'm really curious about that.
And I pooped my pants. I was like actually dying. Like people die of choking every single day, and it was honestly terrifying. If she wasn't there, I would have died. And that's like so.
I don't know if you could say that any more times.
Hard for me to like wrap my head around. So obviously, I'm a bigger body, and I don't know if like CPR, Heimlich, whatever it may be, would have worked.
What? I don't know if CPR, Heimlich. They are very different things.
But she started beating on my back, like beating.
Yeah,
and
which is standard.
Thankfully, by doing that, I think it dislodged, and I ended up puking out it was like a potato this big, dislodged.
There's literally no sympathy coming from me. Like, I'm sorry, it is like you choked because you eat too much, and people have been telling you for years that you don't chew enough and that you eat too much. Like, I'm sorry, like, there's literally no sympathy from me here. But like, if it's like the slaps were enough, because like, anyone doesn't know, like when you're doing like a Heimlich maneuver, like abdominal thrusts as they're called, that's the second stage. The first stage, you just smack the person on the back, right between the shoulder blades, like a big thwap a couple of times. And if that doesn't work, that's when you do the abdominal thrust. So like, we didn't even get to the Heimlich maneuver. We didn't even get to that stage. She was like, the original thwack on the back was enough to dislodge it.
I know for a lot of people this is going to be funny. It's gonna be humorous.
It's I don't even know like I don't even know how humorous it is, because it just feels pathetic that we're here doing this. I think that's it. I don't even think it's like super hilarious. I think it's like, this is just fucking cringe that we are doing this for views, that we are humiliating ourselves for views. I that's where my brain is this entire time. Not even like, oh my god, it's so she did a poo poo. It's like, this is embarrassing. That like I even called it. That she said she was going to shit herself. I 100% called that, because the way she said that, I was like, okay, this is for the trolls. This is not for her fans. Who's this for? It's not for her fans. This is for the trolls. Like, she's saying this for the trolls. She wants attention.
It'll be something that people make usernames about and make fun of me about for a long time, but
yeah,
reality is,
which is what you want. Yeah, you could have.
That's a crazy way to go.
But for like a 500, 600 pound person, like, dying because of something food related, I don't think that's a crazy way to go. I think it's actually like a totally normal way to go for someone that size. Like, the whole mentality of, I could have died. Like, I'm not that guy. I just don't. I seeing life like that is weird to me. Like, I could have died. It's like, there's loads of things happening in my life where I quote unquote could have died. But like, yeah, I also could have died walking out onto the street and a car maybe, I didn't see hit me. Like, yeah, I think people who like really focus on that shit are doing it for attention, and they really like to make their life seem more interesting. It's like, I'm a survivor, guys. I've survived the potato. That shit. Like, it feels like you're just trying to really build up your life and make it seem like super way more interesting, that you're still here, that you're a warrior fighting on. And it's like, I'm sorry. Out of like potato or like, her cancer, I think cancer's a wee bit more serious. Just her general weight is considered also more serious than potato.
Choking on a potato. Like, in my lifetime, I've always, you swallow.
Oh fuck! I just noticed. Like, boop, there you go. The potato has entered the scene. I forgot my wee potato was off. I can't remember what I was recording earlier on, but I didn't have my potato on screen. So yes, the potato is here now, guys. Speak of potato shall arrive.
Usually she's very fragile with me, but she was like wailing on my back, and that's the biggest advice I can give to anybody who sees someone my size choking. If you feel like you cannot give them the Heimlich, in between the shoulder blades,
no,
with the palm of your hand,
no,
beat on it.
Oh god, no. Well, firstly, like, don't give advice for something you know fucking nothing about. And I know she'll be like, oh, but it just happened to me, so I know everything. You don't. You fucking don't. The smack on the back is standard for everyone, no matter the size, including children. Okay, that's the first thing, guys. It is standard for everyone, including children, including babies. It is standard for everyone. Okay. The abdominal thrust, if you see someone her size and you think, I can't get my arms around her to do the Heimlich maneuver, then do it from the front. Put two knuckles into just like at the solar plexus, and thrust forwards as hard as you can. That's what you do on someone her size. You do the Heimlich maneuver from the front. You don't pull them into you. You go towards them. So they have to be up against something or someone behind them holding them. But you go in from the front, and not in a sexual way whatsoever. But I'm sorry. Don't listen to Amberlynn when she's talking about fucking choking advice. It's stupid. She doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about.
Beat on it. Because it helps dislodge the airways. I really thought I was dying. I was dying.
It dislodges the airways. The airways come out with the potato. She's a fucking idiot. I was like, she should not ever give advice about fucking anything.
Made me realize, like, me being too big for a Heimlich maneuver, like, I gotta get smaller. I gotta get healthier and need to focus more.
I love that this is apparently like the thing that has changed her opinion on being 500 plus pounds, even though like she already had changed her opinion because she was already wanting to go down, and also the cancer was weight related and everything. But no, she choked on potato, so she's now scared. She has PTSD about takeouts because the potato was part of a takeout. This is so bad. It's so fake. Everything about this is so fake for her trying to like fit a narrative as to why her life is suddenly fucking changed, and also still make herself a massive victim. She did the whole like choking thing again, like, oh, you guys don't know what real choking is. Like, water going down the wrong way. That's not real choking. What I have is real choking. Like, I'm sure there should be loads of things before this of why you realize being your size wasn't good. Apart from, well, someone couldn't do the Heimlich maneuver on me. It's like, well, firstly, they fucking can. Stop giving advice on fucking ways to stop choking and save people from choking when you don't know anything.
Like, I have really sensitive teeth, so I naturally don't want to chew that much because my teeth do hurt, like, depending on what I'm eating. So I
Isn't
have a lot
that
of teeth issues.
yeah? Isn't that just because you have really bad dental hygiene? Like it's like sensitive teeth. Yeah, that is a thing. But generally, it's like sensitive teeth is already kind of like an indicator of like your enamel's kind of like thinned out from what I know, and it's generally for like hot or cold. It can like because it upsets the nerves. Like if you're eating like just chewing something. And it's sore. Like didn't she say that about bread one time? She was chewing bread and her teeth started getting sore. That implies that your teeth are really bad. You know, maybe you should like set aside any of that like Amberlynn big bucks because you're finance Lynn, budget Lynn, whatever the fuck we call it, and you're so good with money and have so much money, guys. Maybe you should like spend some of that on like dental help.
Especially after my hysterectomy, and like I was obsessed with brushing my teeth for a minute there, but that's like a whole other story. But I have completely messed up my enamel, and that's like hard to fix.
Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot. She's pretending that after her hysterectomy, like she only has bad teeth because she brushes too much. Yep. I forgot about that, guys. This woman is she takes too good care of her body, and that's why her teeth are bad. Sorry, I forgot about that. Okay.
It's almost virtually impossible. A lot of different aspects to why I choked that day, but there is no excuse because it literally could happen to anybody. And I just think
there is no excuse because it can happen to anyone. Like I thought she was like saying that there's no excuse because she was going to acknowledge that it was her own actions that dealt with it when she said like, well, there's loads of things that went to cause the choking to happen, but there's no excuse. I was expecting the next line to be like, because it was my fault. I was an idiot. It was my fault. I was expecting that. I wasn't expecting to be like, oh, because it happens to everyone, so I can't be blamed for it. It's like, oh, okay, never mind. Okay.
People need to be more careful and just truly pay attention to how they're eating. I know a lot of
people need to be more careful. People need to be more careful. You people in the audience, be more careful when you're eating. You know, when you're eating like fucking 3-inch across cubes of fucking potato. Yeah, you guys need to be more careful. I love this second. She thinks anything's happened to her. She immediately gets on her high horse to fucking like dictate it out to the fucking world.
People like to sit down, have their Netflix on and like eat their food, and they're not really like paying attention. And it's just really, really scary because I actually know someone from when I was 19 who died from choking.
But she made like she's the whole video she has made choking seem like a distant thing that you would never actually think about. It's a distant thing. Oh, you never really think about choking. Like apparently someone dies every day about it, but so you never really think about that. Even though like apparently her friend died of it. So that should be something like should be like really, really real for you. Then something you should probably be thinking about. Like how the fuck did that even make any sense? What?
It was very, very scary, and I'm just very grateful to be here and to be alive and to be breathing and to have another.
Yeah, as are we all. I'm sorry, like shitting your pants, by the way, when choking is not like super uncommon. Actually, that is a thing. It's just a natural reaction to your body. Your body like pulls blood away from like your organs and kind of flushes your system because it's like, well, we need the oxygen to be in the areas that are most vital for our survival. So they will flush the system so they aren't spending like calories and energy and oxygen trying to digest and process food. It will just flush the system. That is true. But the fact that she said it in like the build-up way to be like, oh, you trolls are gonna love this. It's like this. It feels like this is for the trolls. That you want there to be a meme of this. The fact that you keep talking about, oh, people are probably gonna be laughing about this and talking about this and sharing this around and making memes about it. It feels like that's what you want. Because why else are we? Why are we here? Why are we here? Who's this for if not for the trolls?
I just can't stop saying that. I cannot stress that enough. That it was just terrifying and scary, and I just wanted to share that with you guys.
Yeah, I probably should like quickly say as well for anyone, and there's a natural reaction to feel shock and for your body to start to panic. If you do start choking, the best thing you can do is calm down. Like straight up, the best thing you can do is calm down.
So that is the end of this video.
Yeah, it was terrible. Yeah, really, once again, a really bad video. It is like full clickbaiting. It is full just trying to get the trolls' attention. Not a fan, not really a fan of it, but it might give me enough to make one full video out of the two of them, so who knows, guys. But yes, don't listen to Amberlynn when it comes to like choking advice. She's not the greatest for it. Just stay calm, you'll sort yourself out, don't worry. Okay, have a good one, guys. Bye bye.